Okay, so my project for the van is gonna be replacing the stock bumper with a full grill cover bumper and everything. I think it's made of steel, used from Move. Um, I'm not gonna do it only one day. More than likely, it's gonna take me a few days because this is the kind of bumper that you have to weld together and then paint it. And since I'm not a welder, I never welded anything before. I have a welder, but I had never welded anything before, so I don't know how this is gonna turn out. Hopefully it'll turn out good. And this is not gonna be a how to do it step by step. It'll just be me showing you how I'm doing it, and so it can give anybody else confidence that they can do it. Hopefully it'll come out good. I'm gonna show you the bumper here in a little bit. Here's some of the bumper. I already took it out of the box. There's the rest of it. As you can see, it's very well packed in there with styrofoam or whatever, one of those foams that they spray in there and it expands. So looks like this is the rest of the pieces. I'm gonna go ahead and pull everything out of the box, and then I'm gonna lay them out on the porch to see how it looks. Okay, so I got all the parts laid out here. I believe I have everything, all the parts. I don't know, because they didn't include a checklist on the parts that are supposed to be in the package or instructions. I guess you're supposed to go online and download them or look them up or whatever, but here it is laid out. They do provide some YouTube videos on the via email. They do send you instructions on how to put it together, like videos, short videos. I think it's like about nine videos, and you're just supposed to follow those. So right now I got the battery disconnected in the van. I'm gonna prep some of those pieces first by grinding off the edges, making them clean. And you're supposed to be like, get rid of that edge, like an angle, that way welds better. I got my angle or my grinder right there. Then after that, I'm gonna remove that bumper. So right here I'm basically showing that there's another way to remove the bumper. There's two 13mm bolts at the bottom and two 10mm at the top, and then you just stick a screwdriver there to pry on it and the bumper comes off. Right here I still got to remove this plastic piece right here in that bracket, and then should be able to expose the frame to mount the new bumper. I had to cut off the bolt here that I couldn't remove because it just keeps spinning, so I had to use my saw to cut it off. You can see I have a gap there now. I can stick my saw there, and that's how I'm gonna cut off that bolt that didn't want to come off. Okay, right now I'm gonna go ahead and trim the tubing. I use some tape to kind of mark what I need to cut off, and that way they're not too long. Alright guys, this is taking me all day, but that's how it's looking so far. It's a pain in the ass, at least for me, since I had no welding experience, but it's coming along. We'll get there eventually, get it done. Let's get going, I guess. Okay, so as you can see, in the process of removing the bumper off the van now, so I can bring it into the porch and finish welding the tubes, sand it down, eventually prime it and paint it with bed liner, and then we're gonna install it back on there. So I gotta move it over there on my saw horse and finish the welding process, see how that turns out. Oh, and by the way, before I forget, I thought I'd mention real quick, I'm not the one that welded the main bumper together. I pay someone, I pay a professional welder to do that part because I didn't feel capable of doing that myself. So I just pay someone to do it for me, and I'm just doing the tubing part, the part that covers the headlights and the grill. So I feel like capable of doing that myself, and they did a pretty good job, so I'm pretty happy with it. Welds look pretty good. So far it's coming in pretty good, guys. I mean, the welds are not perfect, but and this one right here don't look too bad, or that one. This one's here, I've been doing something because the gap is so big. I'll show you on the other side. See how big the gap is? I don't know why, but it's super huge. You can't really fill that in with a weld. Too big of a gap. I don't know if they sent me the wrong tubing or what, but what I've been doing is I've been cutting pieces of metal from the leftover tubing. When I cut off the tubing, I've been making them flat and running them across here in the gap, and then just fill it in with the weld. That's how I did that other side over there, and that's been working fine so far. So that's what I'm gonna keep doing. And like I said, so far it's coming out all right. Not the best welds, but not too horrible. See, that one came out pretty good. I like how that one turned out. Alright, so I'm gonna continue. I still gotta do all the whole side over there, all the tubing, that right there, and I gotta weld the fog lights, brackets, and the tow hook. So this takes a lot of time, so I'm just gonna keep on going, and I'm just gonna show you along a little bit here and there. Well guys, finally the welding is done on this bumper. All there's left to do is to grind it down, smooth it down, and sand the whole thing down, get it ready for a primer and paint. So you can see I already started doing this side over here. Looking smooth. So I got a long ways to go, but it'll get there. Slowly, it's getting there. Okay guys, so I'm done priming the bumper. It's pretty much dry by now, so it looks pretty good. So far it looks good. It's gonna be a little bit of a challenge trying to paint it here on the floor, but hopefully we'll manage. So what I'm using for final coat on that bumper is Raptor liner. This is black. Basically all I have to do is just add this can of hardener, which is 8 ounce. Shake it real good for about 2 minutes and spray it on there. Here's the gun I'm using. I got several of this. I got like 4 or 5 of these guns. They come with the kit each time you buy a kit, but I have a bunch of them, so I'm just gonna use this one. This one is adjustable, so I should be able to adjust the texture on it so it's not too rough. So we'll see how that turns out, and I'm gonna get ready to spray it here pretty soon. Okay, so I'm done painting the bumper with the Raptor bed liner. It looks really good. As you can see, nice even texture. All the way around. That is super flat. I even did the back of it with bed liner. Originally I was gonna do the back of it with paint, like satin black, but then I was like, you know what, I gotta do a second coat, so that bottle I gotta use it up. So I went ahead and did the back with bed liner too, as best as I could, because, well, there's a lot of brackets and corners and crevices, and I did this on the floor, and I couldn't lay the bumper down on his face because it was wet. So I did it best I could, and it turned out real good. I'm very happy with it. Nice texture, not very rough, because that's how I wanted it. That's why I used my other gun, the gun that I can adjust the texture. And I also sprayed this at 60 psi, so that kind of also helped the texture a little bit to make it not so rough. This is pretty nice. I like it. Turned out real good. If you're doing this with bed liner, you make sure you cover up the area that you're gonna be doing it, the area that you're gonna be using, because this stuff goes all over the place and it's also very sticky. Literally my shoes will stick to the cardboard and the tarp, so looks really good, guys. I like it. Next thing I gotta do, I want to wait about 2 days, let it dry and cure before I handle it. For now I'm just gonna put it in the garage, and then we're gonna go ahead and install it on the van. See, she's ready right there, waiting for the bumper. Well guys, the bumper is already on the van. It's actually been a few weeks, probably about a month since I finished it. I just never got around to finishing the video. It looks really good. You can see the fog lights, the light bar. The light bar is only on there with zip ties for now, but it came out really good actually. I went to California and came back. As you can see, I also painted the van. The hood is not black anymore. It's the same as the rest of the van, and yeah, it looks good, really good. The fitment is perfect. The lines, the body lines, they match perfectly. Looks really good. I'm very happy with it. You can see there's barely a gap there from where I welded it, but looks really good. Very sturdy, very strong. When we got back from California, there was like a lot of bugs stuck to the front of it. As you can see, it's really nice and clean now. It was very easy to clean, even though I used bed liner to paint it. This stuff cleans up pretty good. So yeah, Looks really good. I just wanted to show you the final touch, because like I said, I didn't get to finish the video. I went on vacation after installing it on the van, and I just didn't get to show it to you guys what it looked like. But here it is. It looks really good, and I'm very happy with it. Anyways guys, I'm not gonna make this video any longer than it already is. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'm gonna let you guys go. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Thanks for watching. See ya.